Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tony Gullis, the Great White Capper, coming to you today with our Super Bowl 57. We're going to do a little preview. We're going to give out my selection, my score, and I do have a few prop bets to go for the action. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, game being played in Glendale, Arizona, home of the Arizona Cardinals. Philadelphia, pretty easy route getting to this point. 2 blowout wins in the NFC playoffs against the Giants, and then fortunate situation fell their way. Philly took advantage of it, blew out the San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs needed a big play late. Mahomes, with the high ankle sprain, got the big run. The boneheaded play by the Bengals defense with a shove out of bounds. As much as you hated to see that flag get thrown, man, it was a late push out of bounds. What more can you say? Set them up, kick the field goal. Here Kansas City is. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes making his third start in the Super Bowl. He got the win in the first attempt against the San Francisco 49ers. Last time, highly disappointing effort as the Kansas City Chiefs just absolutely got destroyed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Mahomes has tasted victory. He's tasted defeat. In that victory, he got the MVP. He did throw 2 interceptions, I did note, in that win against San Francisco. And also against Tampa Bay, he threw 2 interceptions. So in 2 Super Bowl appearances, Patrick Mahomes has thrown 4 interceptions. Coming off the stinging defeat, you think Mahomes really is going to be motivated to give a great effort here, show that that loss to Tampa Bay isn't what he's all about. Although there are questions, it's not a healthy team right now for the Chiefs. They've got a lot of issues, particularly receiver. You got to think Kelsey will get a lot of work. Andy Reid's very versatile. You'll use that jet sweep, the screen game, dump offs to the backs. He'll make it tricky on Philadelphia, who you would expect to try to scheme this up a little bit, see what they can do with Mahomes, see how that ankle is. I mean, Philadelphia Eagles, great season, pretty much wire to wire, the best record in the NFL. Jalen Hurts, been pretty damn effective. At times you might can question a little bit the IQ, I guess you could say, with the throwing, passing game, but his versatility on the move to make big plays, and he can run the ball, has made him dangerous this year. Philadelphia, as I mentioned, wire to wire, they're pretty much the best record in the NFL. One drawback I have had, and I put it in my notes to mention this, is the schedule for Philadelphia. Now, as we know, guys, the schedule gets made out the year ahead based on the previous season's record. So, I mean, Philadelphia did benefit. I looked, they did not really defeat any playoff teams, particularly coming down the stretch. So they were a beneficiary of the schedule, and they took advantage of it. They won a lot of games. Philadelphia earned the right to have the home field. They used it to their advantage. They caught the break against the Niners, and here they are. Kansas City against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I just want to make sure I catch my last big notes and see if I want to give anything. Yeah, main issue I have with the Chiefs is their defense, collective defense. Definitely not a shutdown defense. They do have players capable of making plays, and that's what you have to look for the Chiefs. The bend but don't break mentality, and the opportunistic playmaking by some of their athletes on defense. You would hope, the long sustained drives, they are middle of the pack. And, you just have to be concerned with Kansas City's defense. And eventually in a kind of game like the Super Bowl, for me, it always seems to come down to taking who I think is the best player on the field when I expect a tightly, closely contested game, which I do believe this one is going to be, guys. I think this is going to be a tight, tough, well-fought game. I'm going to back Patrick Mahomes as the best player on the field. Andy Reid's an elite-level coach. His team will find a way to move the ball. I have no real doubts about that. Andy Reid, Hurts, he's got to avoid the mistakes. This is his first time at the Super Bowl. I mean, the Eagles won 5 years ago, but now Hurts has taken this team, and we'll see if he can avoid the lumps. It's going to require a big effort from Hurts, and it's going to require clean, efficient offense from the Eagles. Hurts can't really give the ball away to Kansas City. It's going to be interesting, that chess match between the offense of Philadelphia, the defense of Kansas City, and how Andy Reid will handle the more physical. Philly's definitely a better defensive team of these two sides. When all is said and done, I think it's going to be a tightly contested. I think points will get put up, particularly in the second half. I think these guys will try to fill each other out, perhaps in the first half, and then the offenses will have to open up, I think, at some point in the second half. And I'm going to back Kansas City here to get the win. My best bet for this video, guys, the best bet for this video, we're going to take Kansas City money line, plus 105. And I like a score here of Kansas City 30, Philadelphia 27. If you're going to do the parlay for it, obviously we're going to lean to the over here with that score. And as I always like to do, let's give out a few props for the action. Super Bowl 57, traditionally for a very long time, I've always liked to bet on the player to score the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. This year, I'm trying to catch some slot guys. Obviously, I don't like to take the favorites. If you bet horses, you hit the favorites, you don't really make a lot of money. So I like to try to reach down into the bag of tricks and see if we can find a winner. For the player to score the first touchdown, I got two players, one from each team. We're going to take Devonta Smith at plus 1,200 for the Eagles, and Valdes-Scantling plus 1,700. 12-1 and 17-1. Devonta Smith and Valdes-Scantling are the two choices for player to score the first touchdown. Here's some other prop plays. I like longest field goal over 47.5 yards, minus 115. This can be either at the end of the first half or perhaps in a game-winning situation. I think somebody will bury a long field goal in this one. Eagles more aggressive defensively, although I will say the Chiefs like to pull and tug and grab on the back end. I'm going to play the Eagles with the most penalty yards, plus 105. And probably of the prop bets, this is the one I like the best, guys. Total interceptions in the game. We're going to play over 1.5 and get plus 115. As I mentioned in the preview, Mahomes has thrown 2 interceptions in each of his previous 2 Super Bowl appearances. And in his first appearance in the Super Bowl, it's very possible that Hurts will make a mistake. So, that, of the prop bets, my top prop bet for the Super Bowl, total interceptions over 1.5 plus 115. So for this video, guys, I hope everyone enjoys Super Bowl 57. Quickly going to put them back up. Kansas City money line plus 105 is my best bet for the Super Bowl. Predicted score, Kansas City 30, Philadelphia 27. With the little parlay, go over. Here are your prop bets for Super Bowl 57. Player to score the first touchdown, Devonta Smith plus 1,200. Valdes-Scantling plus 1,700. Other prop action, longest field goal over 47.5 yards, minus 115. Eagles, most penalty yards, plus 105. And the top prop bet for Super Bowl 57, total interceptions over 1.5, plus 115. Best of luck to everyone, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the content, please give me that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. This way you'll be alerted when all new videos are posted. Big day of action. Super Bowl highlight show. I know everyone likes to do the coin toss, the color of the Gatorade, which song the halftime act will open with. Great day. Friends, people that don't watch football will be tuning in. Worldwide audience, over 1 billion people. Should be a good one, guys. Good luck to everyone with all of your action, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.